Good evening. My name's Mike Mitchell, a longtime resident. For 20 years, I've been working on responsible growth and development. In 2015, I co-founded a group here in Farragut called Farragut Citizens for Responsible Growth and Development. We're in our 9th year. We have approximately 1,400 members on our Facebook page, and we've accomplished a lot of great things. I was at a meeting at Montgomery Cove, and I learned about Angela's tragedy. I also have a very similar experience. Mine worked out better. In 1976, my 15-year-old sister and a young friend were on Northshore Drive at Concord Road. The road is pretty much unchanged from 1976. She dropped her right front tire down over the shoulder, and when she corrected, she spun the car. Thank God it was a four-door car. She cracked the telephone pole in half, and that's what saved her life. Because had the phone pole not been there, they would have gone down to the railroad tracks. I've been on Northshore Drive since I was a kid. It is unchanged for 50 years. I want to tell you, in 2004, Knox County Commissioners John Grease, Mike Hammond, and Craig Leuthold talked about 4-laning Northshore Road. Well, they never did. And not only that, they've never done anything. John Schoonmaker recently got us a very short turn lane in front of the code. Might hold 3 cars. And our county commission wanted to spend over $1 million on a walking trail, which may be the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Angela Russell and her neighbors met with Mayor Jacobs, met with the county commission. They convinced them that what we needed was not a walking trail, but to widen Northshore Road. And because of that, Northshore will be widened 2 feet on each lane from the Concord roundabout to the Choto roundabout. So why do we fight things? I've watched the Choto corridor explode in population with hardly any change to infrastructure. No change to Choto, no change to Harvey. And I watched the recode process, which I fought with everything I had in the city of Knoxville, and we failed. In fact, ironically, one of the key things on that was accessory dwelling units, and people fought very hard to make them owner-occupied. But tonight, in city council, 5 years later, they're going to undo that, and anyone can own an accessory dwelling unit. And what you may not know, after COVID, the office buildings that the insurance companies and the pension funds use to secure their assets are falling in value. And if you look at the ones in San Francisco, they will be liquidated in bankruptcy losses. Do you know what the insurance companies and the pension funds are doing? They're buying individual homes as assets. And here in Farragut, we have neighborhoods that are now becoming predominantly rental homes. These insurance companies and pension funds have to protect their assets. The city of Knoxville has a 55% rental rate. I don't want that for Farragut. There is an assault on single-family homes. And that's what Advanced Knox is, and that's what Recode was. I think single-family homes are one of the most important institutions in this country. And I think they're worth fighting for. I want to tell you, I participated in Advanced Knox. And ironically, in our our candidates. Only one candidate participated in Advanced Knox, that was Angela Russell. And she's the only candidate that opposes it.
What is Advanced Knox?
Let me really quickly tie together some things. The state requires the Knox County to have a growth policy plan. And that makes sense. We have to keep up with changing norms. In 2020, all three bodies had to approve the growth policy plan: the City Council, the County Commission, and the Town of Farragut. But one of them rejected it. And it was the Board of Mayor and Aldermen in Farragut, and they rejected it because the growth in Choto would cause traffic crisis in Farragut. You see, every new car in Choto is a car that makes multiple trips into Farragut, because Choto is a suburb of Farragut, not Knoxville. Choto has no big churches, it has no grocery stores, it has no schools, they come here. Well, we are in gridlock now. So this Thursday, in this room at 4:30, Knox County will become in a workshop before the Board of Mayor and Aldermen. And for an hour and 25 minutes, they will explain the growth policy plan. I hope you'll attend. Then on Monday, the 26th, when we have this item on the Harvey Road rezoning, they will later in that meeting vote on the growth policy plan. The growth policy plan is the predecessor of Advanced Knox. Advanced Knox is where all the fine points are done. Here's why Advanced Knox is so bad. Because they won't talk about the density until they approve it. This is Mayor Glenn Jacobs' signature item to run for governor, and Larson Jay's signature item to run as county mayor. So if they wanted our best interest, wouldn't they disclose the density in the first part of the plan, rather than leave it till everyone's out of office? What we're talking about is tripling or quadrupling housing density. The roads can't handle it, but the most important thing is the emergency rooms can't handle it, the ambulances can't handle it. You people pay a lot of taxes just like I do. If I need an ambulance, I want an ambulance, I want a hospital bed. I'll close in one more story. A very close friend of mine that I play tennis with every Saturday for 15 years. He had chest pains. Another one of my tennis friends from the same Saturday took him to the emergency room. And even though in his medical records, he had a triple bypass 20 years ago, he received no care for 16 hours. Only until he collapsed did he get care. They gave him a heart cath and a stent, and he lived. This is one of the most important people at the University of Tennessee. I'm sorry, this is no longer an issue of quality of life. It's a matter of life and death. And I hope that you'll attend this Thursday at 4:30. I hope you will attend next Monday. But believe me, when you come close to losing somebody, it changes the way you see things. Thank you.
Thank you.